Spencer. Good morning.
Good morning.
You know, all week long we've been talking about this Public Works Week, and we've got Public Works Director Craig Gregory in studio. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to both of you.
Let's talk about this a little bit. National Public Works Week, and the City of Shelton gets involved as well, the partnership with our community credit union. We'll go through all that in a minute, but why do you think there's the need to have a week like this to kind of refocus people's attention on what Public Works does for municipalities? Or
I think really just to celebrate those, those unsung heroes that are out there in Public Works getting things done every day. I don't think people understand necessarily what it takes, on a daily basis. They may see, guys out in the road, maybe patching a roadway or doing some road work or whatever, but to understand what it takes to maintain, water tanks and water towers and pump stations and things like that, and make sure that we don't have issues down at the wastewater treatment plant. You always hear about places like Seattle that are overflowing effluent into Puget Sound, and that's the only time you really hear about the things that Public Works do in those when it's a bad thing. Nobody really gets when they flush their toilet. It just goes.
How it works. Yeah, it's kind of those out of sight, out of mind. So what are some of the, I guess we'll call them, just for the sake of the conversation, sub-departments of Public Works? There's the folks that get out there and check on the roadways in the wintertime, and there's the wastewater treatment facilities. What are some other ones that you may not even think about?
So all the utilities, from stormwater, taking care of our infrastructure. We've got a new stormwater permit being handed down from Department of Ecology that brings a ton of requirements. First time we've ever had a Phase 2 permit in Shelton, so that's one of those things that is going to get a much heavier workload over the years to come. Water, sewer. We're still working solid waste, even though we privatized solid waste a number of years ago. We're still working on closing out the C Street landfill and a cleanup out there. So that's just kind of one of those things that's ongoing that, normal people wouldn't know about. And then our engineering department, they're the ones that are out there every single day making sure that we're spending our money correctly, and the contractors are out there doing what they should be doing and on the projects, and nobody really sees that engineering department out there doing their work. But everything from utilities to streets and sidewalks to engineering and looking at those, not only developing and completing those projects, but actually working on the next round of things that we're doing in Shelton for projects.
So it's a good celebration of Public Works Week, but one of the ways you guys are celebrating it in the shop is by helping some of the nonprofits in the community, and today's a big day for that.
Yes, today started at 8 o'clock just a little while ago. And it'll run until 1 down at 7th and Railroad. We've got a station down there with, we're calling it Fill the Truck. We've actually got a loader sitting down there with a truck also, and then a dump truck up at OCCU up on the hill on Olympic Highway North. So both of those locations, we're taking donations for Turning Point and Saint's Pantry. Just a way for us to kind of not only celebrate Public Works Week, but be able to give back to the community in more than just a way of, providing the services that we normally do.
So again, if you're looking or heading off to the store now and getting ready to head up and down the aisles looking for things that they would accept for donations, non-perishable food items, peanut butter, tuna fish, canned meats. And we mentioned this earlier in the week, Spencer, that if perhaps you missed or forgot that the postal carriers food drive was last weekend. You had all the good intentions to have the bag out there for the postal carriers, but whatever you missed it, now's the time to do that. Donations.
Maybe you have the stuff set aside. You forgot.
You've already got it right there in the bag. You go, I got to do something. Where do I? Now's the day you can do that. Also, unused personal hygiene products and undergarments as well. And you made a good point too. Sometimes you get a buy one get one on some of these things.
Or another good idea is head over to Costco and. We have a big family, so big families go through that stuff quicker. But let's say it's a small family or just yourself, get a pallet of soup cans or something, Sure. Keep a few for yourself and donate, the rest of.
Oh yeah, you get tons of good deals there. It all helps. It all goes to help our neighbors who you may not even realize. We mentioned this morning, but your next door neighbor. You may have a cordial relationship with them, but once the front doors close, you don't know what's going on behind the scenes, and they may really be struggling. And if you've got the opportunity at this point in your life to give back, maybe a few years down the road, roles will be reversed, and you'll be looking for some need, and it's always good to have that community partnership there. Everything else going well? Projects on track, moving ahead as best they can?
Absolutely. We're trying, it's kind of one of those things, talking about things that are getting done out there as we're, providing this service and doing this event. We ran into a water main issue out on the project at First and Alder yesterday, so had a small shutdown there of the water system early this morning and tried to fix that and got that done. But those public works guys, changing schedules and coming in early in the morning to lessen the inconvenience out there as far as water service goes. But yeah, all of those things that nobody really sees that just get done and they keep things going.
Well, stop by and say hi, give a thanks to Public Works crews either at the corner of 7th and Railroad today, or along with the good friends at our community credit union, the Olympic Highway North Branch, collecting until 1 o'clock today. Good to see you, Craig.
Thanks so much for having
Have
me.
a good
Thanks for coming
weekend.
in.